sharing you with our online focus here. What I'm kind of focusing on right now is this is our metric and standard reading. And so students can actually walk through, scroll through, and kind of interact with the online curriculum. So it talks about what countries use standard over metric, not very many. It gives videos allowing your students to learn about different pieces of the puzzle, going through and learning what the lesson is about in fun, interactive type online videos. And then it starts asking them questions, getting them to understand basic knowledge and foundational information before they move on. So in this case here, it allows you to interact with the activities here and go through. It gives different questions, okay? And you can figure out if you are doing it or if it's right or not. And so, in this case here, I can put in a right or wrong answer. In this case, it tells me that was incorrect. So I can try again. I can go back and interact with it. So it allows your students to be able to interact and learn while they're learning all these different pieces. And then it goes into different types of practice where you have your students actually having to do some math with it, being able to then move and interact and see, am I putting these in the right place and the right information as I go. So they have math interaction to be able to introduce and interact with. So one of the things that we really are focusing on here is trying to get students to be able to not only just learn measurement math, but also to interact with it. How is this going to be used? What am I doing with this? So, and that's a big thing as we go through this, is not only just, okay, yep, I think I understand it, but now let's put it to practice. What does that mean? What does that look like? So we have, again, these different lessons allowing students to walk through it. We have it in the classroom where there's PowerPoint slides. It gives that robustness to our lessons. And then we also have the student workbooks. And so want to share a little bit with our student workbooks. Again, these are great options for your students to be able to read through, learn. There's instructions, there's reminders of all the different things that you do. It is in color, it is vibrant, it allows your students to become engaged with the learning. And then there are different assessment pieces. So I'm going to just show you two of them here. So in the workbook, as you go through, again, how this is set up is you would have them walk through either online curriculum, you would do the classroom curriculum for the day or for the hour, the time that you have. And then you would say, okay, now that we've learned that, we want you to start practicing and understanding. In their workbooks, then they would go to their workbooks, and maybe they're partnered up, maybe they're doing it on their own. In this case, every lesson has questions based on what was just talked about. And so the first lesson here on lesson 3 is reading measurements on a standard vernier caliper. So they would actually go to that page, be able to look at it. And in this case, it would tell them which object to use. And so they would get their object out. They would have their object, and on these objects, as you can see from the pictures, is that there are different letters all over these objects. And what it's going to ask is it's going to ask to measure from one place to another, making sure that they're doing it and walking them through if they're doing it correctly. So on this caliper here, I can go, I can find what I need to do. And so I look for H, and then I look for O. All right, and I'm the wrong one, sorry. H and O. And so in this case here, I can go H to O there, here we go. Get my measurement. All right. Be able to have my measurement, be able to go and read my measurement, find out where it is located, and then put my information on the paper and be able to do the workbook questions there. Now, in this case here, we also have an answer key for the instructors. So then everything that your students do, you then walk through, you can help them, you can give them that different help that they need as they go through. So then as it's kind of working through, you can go through it. All of this is broken down all the way to 1/16 of an inch, allowing you that kind of ability to get all the way down to 1/16. All right. From there, you can go in deeper. You can work to more accuracy or more tolerances, but in that sense, that's where we go into. Now, that is the caliper. The other one we have is converting metric units. So on the metric unit side, I can go to that page here, and I have another measurement tool here that I need to use. I can go in there, and there is a lot of different questions for them and your students to be able to go in and be able to do different measurements. The great piece about this is only the beginning for you and your students. With these pieces, there are hundreds and hundreds of different measurements that your students can use. And so this allows you to not only use the workbook, but to use this tool on your own, to go in deeper, to go and see different types of questions and ask different types of questions to your students, and allow them to go even deeper into both a caliper and to a tape measure or ruler, allowing them to really get that understanding. So these are our question or our time here, where you kind of can see these two different types of skills, both electrical wiring and also measurement math, but are very important skills for your students to learn and to remember and to be able to get that repetition and that ability to do and kind of get that understanding of why is this important and how do I make sure I understand and learn it. All right, so there are a few questions here. One of the questions here is this electronic? And so the online curriculum is electronic. The workbook is not. That is a workbook that you can have, that your students can then use. They can write in it. They can get it. And we do have more workbooks. They come in packs of 20, so you can get more workbooks for what your needs are in that world. If there's any other questions, feel free to add them to our chat section, and I will make sure that I can answer that for you. What I also want to kind of show you a little bit here is where you can go and see all this information. So I will bring that up as well for you. All right. There we go. All right. Let me share here so you can see exactly where to go. So in this case here, you go to our website, realityworks.com, and in the product section, you come into our trade skills. We have two different areas and they're right next to each other, electrical and measurement math. I'm going to do electrical first, then we'll go into measurement math. So you can go into electrical and it gives you all the things that you can need and purchase with this. So it gives you the whole electrical wiring kit, which comes with a wall panel, with the assessment kit, and all the curriculum that you need. You can also buy individual wall panels that you might want. So you can go from one wall panel to two wall panels and more wall panels and still use it with one electrical assessment remote. So in this case here, for $6.99, you get the whole package here for the electrical wiring. Now, if you want extra wall panels, you can also get that as well, and they're $3.29 per wall panel. All right, I'm going to go back here and I will show you in our product page. If you go to our product here, you go down to measurement math under trade skills. That brings you into kind of those two different features. Again, we have the whole measurement kit, which gives you 20 workbooks, but you can also go in and buy additional workbooks. So in this case here, our measurement math training kit is $7.99. It comes with 5 sets of our tools. It also includes all the curriculum, both online and the classroom one. You can also then get extra workbooks as you need. And that is for an extra 20 pack, that's $2.99 for that workbook pack there. So breaking it down to a little bit for you to be able to get extra workbooks and still only use the packs that you need here. Oh, good thought. Someone asked if I can drop this in the chat. I'd be happy to do that for you as well. Any other questions that you might have that I can answer? Feel free to throw that out there for us, and we'd be happy to answer. But great questions on that. Again, this all comes to you and allows you to be able to use that. And it is, again, online. It gives you the curriculum. It gives you those pieces there. So in that, put that online there for you. If you have other questions, feel free to ask. We'd be happy to help, happy to answer those for you. And thank you for your time today as we've gone through this. Again, one of the things that we really want to encourage as we continue to focus on career and technical education is how do we get our students doing that hands-on learning? And we believe these are our ways that can really help students. Now, last thing before we go, we do have a free resource that we will be sharing with you in an email after this is done. This is a part kind of for thank you for being part of this webinar. It is a printable poster or infographic allowing you to get some of that how to measure basics. And so this is something that we will send to you after we are done, and along with the recording, along with some other features that we have and information, but look for this in your emails as this will be coming afterwards. So with that, thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great day and good luck. Best of wishes for the rest of the school year.